Hello, guys. Listen, I'm running a little bit late this morning, but here's your Bitcoin report. I'm glad to have you guys here. Now, listen, let's get the chart started right here, and let's take a look at Bitcoin price first off. We had a little tiny slip downwards in price this morning. The bears got a hold of it, but it's nothing out of order. As you can see right here, we're still in this upward trend, that this very slow upward trend that we've been in when we turn the corner down here at around 6,100 bucks, and it's made about $400 since then. And it's very slow, but this morning we had a little downturn. I tell you, people that are into Bitcoin are getting tired of seeing any downturns. They want this thing to take off, but it's going to take off when it's ready to take off. Now let's take a look at the cryptocurrency market capitalizations today, and we're seeing these coins in the red. And this is disappointing people because they thought that it would take off by now. But listen, it might be a couple months out. It might even be 8-10 months out before it really takes off big. I mean, I don't want to disappoint you by telling you that, but sometimes, even after it's went down near bottom price, it'll bottom bounce for the longest time before finally it starts to take off again. So we're looking at a market cap of $217 billion, 52.3% Bitcoin dominance. A lot of the coins are in the red this morning, but they could bounce later on. Now let's take a look at something right here. India is evaluating the creation of a government-backed cryptocurrency. Here's the thing. We see what happened when Maduro and the Venezuelan government got in trouble. What did they do? They created a government-backed cryptocurrency. India is evaluating creating a government-backed cryptocurrency. All of these countries, when their national currencies now get in trouble, they are going to be not just evaluating creating a government-backed cryptocurrencies, they are going to be creating government-backed cryptocurrencies, and they will force you into cryptocurrency by force. Now, once you're over into their cryptocurrency, then they got you. They got you by the, anyway, they got you where they want you. Because then they can see every dollar where it's going because they keep the ledger on their computer. So let's read what it says here a little bit. It says a review panel created by India's finance minister to determine a regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies in the country has suggested that India launch its own cryptocurrency. A report from Quartz suggests that officials are growing closer to preparing a regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies. Now, you remember back when the Indian government took away their largest bill of their fiat currencies? They're moving quickly. That's just like in the United States. If the United States says, okay, we're going to get rid of the $20 bill. And they could do that. That's probably what their move is going to be, is to get rid of the larger bills. Just leave 5s and 10s, and first they'll withdraw the larger bills. And that's the first move toward the United States, going and forcing you into a cryptocurrency. How they'll force you into a cryptocurrency is they'll just come along and they'll say, okay, you've got like 90 days, and they'll set a date when your fiat currencies that you own now, if they're in the bank, or that you have in your wallet or whatever, stored away in your safe or wherever you have them, are not going to be able to be legal tender anymore. They can just not accept it as legal tender. Their fiat money that they create by decree, they can refuse to accept it anytime they want by decree. And this is what most people don't realize. I mean, I have some coins that I bought that are Canadian legal tender by they got the Queen right on them. And it says the amount, $20 coin, right? It's a little silver coin, you know. Now the price of silver's got so low, like, that I decided to turn them in for fiat because I could go in, like, they're only 7 grams of silver. I can go in and buy a 31 ounce, 31 gram coin, which is like American Eagle. I can turn them into the bank, get the money for them, and I can go into the. So I went into the Royal Bank of Canada to try to take. I only got like 6 of them, you know, these coins. So I went into the Royal Bank of Canada, you know, and wanted to trade these coins in, and these are legal, supposedly legal tender by the Canadian government, you know, with the Queen right on them, for crying out loud. And the Royal Bank, they said, well, we don't know. We don't know. Why don't you take them to the coin dealer? You know, why don't you take them to a coin dealer someplace? I said, the coin dealer, I went to the coin dealer. They don't want them. You know, they said, take them to the bank. Take them to the bank. And the bank says, well, we don't know. You'll have to come in and bring these legal tender coins and sit them on the desk, and we'll look at them, and then we'll make phone calls to the Royal Canadian Mint. The Royal Canadian Mint's going to tell us. So what am I going to do? I got like half a dozen of these coins worth $20 a piece. Is it worth me going into the bank and sitting down all day long at a desk while they make phone calls to the Mint, and the Mint calls them back, and the Mint's going to say, well, you'll have to send us the coins, and we have to look at them first and stuff. These are supposed to be legal tender with the Queen on them. And I'm here at the Royal Bank of Canada, and I come away with not being able to use my coins as legal tender. I mean, this to me shows clearly that the government, at any time, with any currency that they put out there, they can make it all worthless by saying, nope, we don't want it anymore. And that's what they did in India. They said, okay, you got a certain amount of time to bring in your Indian, I think it's rubles or whatever. I forget the name of the Indian currency. But anyway, you got a certain amount of time to bring in the biggest bill and change it in. Otherwise, if you still got them after that period of time is over, they're worthless. These bills are worthless. We're not taking them anymore. They can just come along and say that to all of the currency you got in the bank. So they'll give you a limited amount of time to clean out your bank account and exchange it for their new digital virtual currency. And if you go past that time limit, then your money in the bank is worthless because you just didn't get in there in time or whatever. Because they do everything in an arbitrary fashion. They tell us what to do. They don't ask us what to do. We're the people. We should have the power, but no, it's the other way around. A few small government officials decide, hey, you know what? We're going to implement this. And then they push it on us. They ram it down our throat, you know? So here we have another article here. Carflower. Huge store through Europe. I mean, I've been to these Carflower stores. They're beautiful stores. They're like the Walmart of Europe, you know? And they're rolling out blockchain technology right now. But guess what? So is Walmart. Walmart's got their own program. They're going to roll out blockchain technology too. It says last week Walmart told all of its, I'll underline it so you guys can see, told all of its leafy green suppliers to sign up to its blockchain solution within a year. So you see which way it's going. Blockchain is the wave of the future. So we got Walmart and Carflower. Europe's biggest retailer, Carflower, is planning on applying the shared ledger to its premium quality line range, which include French and Norwegian chicken, salmon, eggs, milk, tomatoes, and cheese by the end of the year. They're all going blockchain. And in fact, all these blockchains are all going to link together. This is what's going to happen. And the coins that are within this monster blockchain, all of these different coins, are going to be instantaneously netted for their worth and their value. So, like Bitcoin will be worth more than a Litecoin. A Litecoin is going to be worth more than some other coin. And they're all going to have their schedule of value. So you'll be able to spend whatever coin you have instantaneously, and it's going to be measured, it'll probably be measured in Bitcoin now as the world reserve currency. More than likely, I think Bitcoin is probably going to be the world reserve currency. If it's not Bitcoin, it's probably going to be maybe Ripple. You know. Anyway, listen. Been a good program this morning. Thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next show. Bye-bye, guys.